The most painful cartel deaths ever.
peanut butter. On a
I'm
calm,
sorry. How the fuck? Okay, let's watch it. Before we
breezy
start
morning
judging,
in
let's watch
Mexico
it.
City, the day's peace would be interrupted by the disturbed screams of a man tied to a pole. But you're probably wondering how he got here in the first place. Earlier that month, he had been accused of committing an unthinkable crime to a local woman in the city. Word of
Oh, if he's a pedophile, automatically kill him. If he hurt any kids, kill him.
his actions spread quickly, angering friends, families, and other locals until a notorious Mexican gang caught wind of the story. For them, justice would not wait for courts and police. They
Yo,
tracked them
the Mexican niggas don't play. Like, those niggas I am genuinely afraid of, bro. Like, them niggas, oh, they kill anybody. Especially the cartel, they kill anybody, bro. I'm scared of those niggas, genuinely.
man down, ripped him out from his house, and dragged him out into the open. They grabbed his hands and bound him tightly so that escape was impossible. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, the gang pulled out a tub of peanut butter and began to slather it on his. The man became confused because while covering somebody in peanut butter is a pretty strange
Wait, genuinely, what the
punishment,
fuck?
it's not necessarily painful. However, his confusion would quickly fall into dread when the men brought out two huge pit bulls. He immediately realized what they were trying to do and began pleading for mercy. However, his cries were drowned out by the growls of the snarling dogs. When the animals were unleashed, panic surged through the alleged criminal as he screamed for help. The punishment unfolded brutally. It was a slow spectacle of pain and
Nigga, he put peanut butter on his nuts so the dogs could eat it? What the fuck? Yo, this nigga is crazy. Nah, I'm telling you, it's the cartel niggas. These niggas is different. These niggas is different. Nigga, you put peanut butter on a nigga nut sack so the dogs could eat it? These niggas is different.
humiliation. And sadly, his screams fell on deaf ears as locals pretended
They
like nothing was
different.
happening. By the time the dogs were pulled back, the man was left broken in a way that couldn't be fixed. The point was made clear. The gang had delivered their brand of justice and sent an unforgettable message that'll live on in the heart of Mexico City for years. Vile acts against the vulnerable in this city will not be tolerated. 49. On May 12th, 2012, a man in Cadereyta, Jimenez decided to step out of his home for a quick beverage. The evening was warm and calm. It was the kind of night where nothing out of the ordinary was really expected. As the man walked along the highway, the dim lights
Yo,
cast
boys, this is a question, right? Do you guys prefer to live like in a community where as soon as you walk outside your house, like there's somebody across from you, or do you guys prefer to live in the middle of nowhere? Cause I'm black, I need to live around some people. Like, I'm from the city, so I need some people. I would be so scared if I woke up and I walked outside my crib and I see nothing except for my land. Like, I would be genuinely fucking terrified. But it could be fucking Charles. There could be Jeffrey Dahmer camping in the bushes. Like, I would genuinely be terrified.
long shadows across the road. Out of nowhere, the man would stumble across what sort of looked like a strange log just lying to the left of the pavement. He barely paid it any mind, stepping past it. Moments later, he saw another one, then another, with each log carrying a foul, nauseating stench that clung to the air. The smell was strong enough to stop the man from walking any further. Confused, he decided to inspect the objects. He crouched closer, squinting at
Predicts, is it gonna be a dead body or are they trying to set him up?
the twisted shapes in the dark. What at first looked like a bunch of discarded stick bundles on the highway slowly revealed themselves as something far more horrifying than expected. The man recoiled in terror. They weren't logs. They were human bodies.
Yup,
49 bodies
What the
scattered across
fuck?
the road. They were men and women, stripped of their dignity. Each of them were missing their heads.
Wait, no, nigga, what? Bro, these niggas put 49 human dead bodies and scattered them across the road? That's crazy. 49 human dead bodies.
Hands and feet.
No.
It was so precise
Could I
and
react to my
brutal
video in
that it was
peace?
nearly impossible to tell who they once were. Some of the people were stuffed into plastic bags, and others dumped carelessly onto the roadside. The man's breath quickened as his mind struggled to process the scale of what he was seeing. A sense of dread swept over him as he realized he had stumbled upon a... In that moment,
That's
the
crazy.
silence of the night felt oppressive. The road transformed into a grotesque stage of terror. Later, authorities would confirm what many feared. This was the work of Los Zetas, one of Mexico's most violent cartels. The bodies were left as a chilling message in an ongoing war for control of smuggling routes into the United States.
That's crazy.
By dawn, the site was swarmed with police and soldiers with their flashlights.
Nah, I'm
cutting
not
through
gonna lie,
the
they crazy. They chopped 49 people heads off and threw them across the road. I don't know who orchestrated this plan, but whoever orchestrated this is a serial killer. And how the hell do you put 49 dead bodies on a highway? Never heard of that.
Park as they documented the carnage. Officials were able to arrest the perpetrator of the tragedy, Daniel Jesus Elizondo Ramirez, more formally known as
Nah, his name is Daniel. That's something, right? He didn't do that by himself. There's no way one human being could scatter 49 dead bodies on one highway by himself. He did not do that by himself. It had to be like a team.
Loco. This is just one of many atrocities that happen in Mexico because of wars like these. And if there's one thing that's true about these conflicts, it's that the innocents will always be the ones who have to pay. May their souls rest in peace. The Ghost Rider incident. The CJNG is one of the most powerful and dangerous
movie gang?
in
Ghost
Mexican
Rider?
history.
I wanna
The
hear.
United Cartels is a coalition that was formed in opposition to their control. And on a sweltering afternoon deep in cartel territory, a notorious man known as the Ghost Rider, in allegiance with the United Cartels, would find himself in the grip of one of Mexico's most feared criminal organizations.
Sinaloa.
Ghost Rider got his peculiar name from his horrific reputation.
Yeah, I don't know. How the fuck do you come out with the name Ghost Rider? The only thing I can think about is that you just riding on a motorcycle and clapping random niggas. Honestly, how the hell do you come up with a Ghost Rider? That's actually a good question.
He was known for setting his victims ablaze
okay.
and leaving them out in the open to be discovered. However, now that he was captured and surrounded by the CJNG, his fate became sealed long before cameras even started rolling. This cartel was not content with simply eliminating a rival.
Yo, boys, bro, do you know how scary of a feeling it must be, bro, to get caught by the cartel? Like, what is going through your mind when you're getting caught by the cartel? Think about it, right? Nigga, you're a criminal too. You get caught by the cartel, like... And the thing about the cartel, once they catch you, it's raps. It's just, you're raps. There's no, like, I'll buy you out, please. No, you're cooked. Your fate is sealed. So, do you just kill yourself? Honestly, that's a hard one.
They wanted to carve a message into the eyes of each and every one of their enemies. And in their eyes, Ghost Rider's nickname provided the perfect stage for humiliation. The camera steadied on him as members of the cartel mocked the moniker he had carried. And then with a calm and chilling demeanor, they doused his face in accelerant and struck a flame. What followed was a spectacle designed not just to eliminate, but to terrify.
Nah, these niggas
The man's
is...
face ignited in an instant. Flames began dancing across
I get it.
consuming
I get it because if you ever watched the Ghost Rider movie, I'm gonna try to pop image up on the screen. If you ever watched the Ghost Rider movie, like the guy fucking head has fire. Okay, I get it. I ain't gonna lie. The criminals definitely did do their research when they did this crime. I'm not condoning this, but they definitely did do their research.
Unrecognizable, bound and helpless, his muffled cries pierced the silence as the cartel stood by, watching. The man could no longer see, and his head now resembled nothing but a skull. But horrifically enough, he was still screaming. This terrible sight, paired with his nickname that once gave him power in the criminal underworld, had been twisted into a cruel, barbaric joke. The man had literally become the Ghost Rider, just in a very wicked sense.
If you know, you know.
The video of the savagery spread across the dark corners of the internet, where CJNG often showcased their brutality. And for those who stumbled upon the footage, the sight was unforgettable.
Crazy, gang.
A man was transformed into a symbol of suffering and humiliation, and that
Wait,
symbol
did he die?
would unfortunately outlast his legacy. The ball incident.
The ball.
Panic surged through
Nightmare
the city
fuel.
as word spread of the grisly discovery made inside of the bag. In Los Mochis, police chased down reports of
dead
red
babies.
stain sacks
Nothing could be worse than a
dumped
dead
all over
baby.
the town. Each one revealed another part of a human body, like some sort of sick, twisted treasure hunt. Inside one bag was a torso, in another bag were severed limbs.
Bro,
But the true horror that shocked the city came from a janitor cleaning the front of a city hall. While doing his job,
Dead body, chopped off. He has no penis. Head missing. No eyeballs. Carved in his eyes. I don't know.
he stumbled across a sports bag, but when he went to pick it up, a soccer ball bounced out of it. As it
Is
rolled
that his
over,
head?
the ball revealed that it was stitched with human skin. The man's face was pulled tight over the leather with its lips sewn shut.
Bro,
And on the
what?
side it read, "Happy New Year, because this will be your last." In early January 2010,
Yo, these niggas is crazy. These niggas sketched a huge...
a 36-year-old
After
man
the
named
cigarette.
Hugo Hernandez had mistakenly crossed into Sinaloa cartel
After the
territory.
cigarette.
While they were in the midst of one of the bloodiest cartel wars in history against the Juarez, they immediately abducted the man, tied him to a chair, brought out a chainsaw, and well, the rest was history. This is just one of the hundreds of thousands of civilian casualties in this non-stop war. The
Bro,
violence
this
was
shit
so
is
bad that
sad,
reporters
bro.
and journalists stopped reporting on it because they too were brutally.
By the way, for any mafia cartel bosses, I'm on you guys' side. Actually, I'm on you guys' side. I actually think what you guys do is wonderful, man. Keep doing what you have to do, man. As a black American, I'm from Mexico. I love I love the tacos. I love my favorite artist is Peso Puma. So before you guys think come clap me, I'm that's it. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all.
The cameras begin rolling,
I'm with y'all.
and then the footage adjusts. The scene is set on a man bound with his hands and legs tied by extension cords. As the camera focuses more, it becomes clear that the man is most certainly not alive. His face is missing, and so are his hands and eyes. However, in sheer impossibility, the man begins moving violently. The camera
These
slightly pans
niggas
over to the side, and there it becomes apparent that these cartel members hooked the man up to a substance to pump his adrenaline and keep him wide awake and aware. Because of this, it is impossible for the man to pass out. And that's when it starts. The cartel members pull out a knife and stick a metal pole in the man's mouth in an effort to silence him. What happens next is simply just too horrific to mention on YouTube, so out of respect for this man's life and to protect your mental security,
Bro,
I'll skip over it.
what? These
All you need
niggas
to
is
know is that they
crazy.
began playing a game with the man's throat while pumping him with substances to keep him alive. The best thing I can compare this to is if you were to undergo surgery and one of the operating doctors forgot to give you anesthesia, which, by the way, is just a medical treatment that typically makes you unconscious and unaware during painful surgeries. Normally, in a case like
Yo,
this,
bro,
you'd put up in
what?
extreme pain, but since you're restrained, the agony would just cause you to pass out on the operating table. Now imagine if the doctors were also injecting you with some type of liquid that prevented you from passing out and kept you wide awake, to watch what they were doing to your body in complete horror. That's
Oh.
pretty much what happened, and after the men were done, the video would finally end. But shortly afterward, another video in the same room would surface. In it, you can see the same men playing soccer with the victim's head.
Bro, what? Yo, these niggas is crazy. They're playing soccer with a nigga fucking head, bro. What? Nah, these cartel niggas got it. Listen, I support the cartel, One of my idols growing up is El Chapo, El Chapo, the Sinaloa. I think what you guys doing is great for the community. Don't come for me. I'm a civilian. Leave me alone. But what y'all do is great for the community. It really is.
Kicking it back and forth to each other in efforts to catch it. What makes this incident as horrific as it is isn't the sheer brutality of their actions. When the men were carrying out this atrocity, it's heavily noted that they would be talking to each other, calm and casually, as if it were another Tuesday morning at their shift. All the meanwhile, a popular 80s hit would play in the background, striking a mind-boggling contrast between their gruesome acts and the fun and enjoyable disco song. The song is called Funky Town by Lips Incorporated, and chances are you've probably already heard this song countless times when you were young. When I was a child, this was a song they played for me at Chuck E. Cheese and at school festivals. And now, my memories of this
I'm about to
fun
go
and
listen to that
stupid
song,
disco
low-key.
song are tainted by the actions of the wicked. The warmth, security, and luxuries we have today were not built on the morals of the evil. They're built by those who dare to be inspirational instead of evil. They're built by those who sacrifice themselves to protect their country. They're built by good
Man,
men.
this was a good video, man. The cartel, man. Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all make and they have the audacity to talk about gang violence. The cartel niggas make us look like we're children. We're in elementary school compared to y'all niggas. But anyway, man, if y'all enjoyed this video, y'all know what it is, man. It's that man. It's that. Yeah. Peace out. Love you guys.